Hey, welcome back. Welcome to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. Thank y'all so much for being with me. Thank y'all so much for really checking out my channel. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling, and today we have a great episode. One of my partners, one of my brothers from another mother, my man Big Von, hit me up. He said, man, I just bought a new car, and I really think you should come by and see it. I need it on your channel. So, we on our way there right now. So stick with me, enjoy this episode, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button, people. Hit that like button, it's very important for the algorithms. And tell everybody you know about Cars, Golf, and Cigars. Stick with me, here we go. Cars, Golf, and Cigars, man. Your man, Kadon Sterling. Don't forget, today's program and episode is actually sponsored by yours truly and Mogul Golf Apparel. You already know what it is. Go to Mogul Golf Apparel on Instagram. Anything you want for golf when it comes to golf fashion, golf clothing, it's there. Personally designed by me. It's there, all right? Now, back to why we here. We in the wonderful place of New York City, baby, in the Bronx and Orchard Beach, baby. And anybody knows about the Bronx, they know a couple of things. There's a lot of pride in the Bronx. When it comes to the Yankees, there's a lot of pride in the Bronx. When it comes to the people, there's a lot of pride in the Bronx, period, when it comes to cars. And I have the absolute fortune to be sitting here with one of my homies, my brother from another mother, my brother Big Von. And he's blessed in the channel with the 2017 Ghilbi Maserati. And I definitely want to get into conversation with him about what it is about this car that made him say, this is the one for me. Because he's had a lot of cars. He's not new to this game. You know what I'm saying? So what is it about this one that said, Big Von, buy me, take me home? All right, let's get right into it. My brother Big Von, what's good, bro?
Peace. What's going on, beloved?
What's happening? What's
good.
happening? You already know. Now, let people know exactly the extent of this relationship. This is truly my brother, for real.
Yes,
you
sir.
dig? And he's not just my brother, he's also my Masonic brother. You
That's
already
right.
know? Peace to all the squares, peace to all the stars. You already know.
Peace.
Let this plane go by real quick. Yeah.
It would be natural if it wasn't a plane.
Nah. It's just gonna give us better atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? And definitely big shout out to where everybody was raised and where it all started from, the mighty Xena Lodge, number 50, New Rochelle. You already know what's up.
That's right.
Peace to all the past masters and everybody there at the lodge. All right. Now, what you sitting on, bruh?
Oh man.
What you sitting on,
Sitting
bruh?
on the 2017 Maserati Ghilbi.
Yeah.
You know.
You got
White.
that fly guy white?
Yeah. I like white cars.
Yeah.
Basically all my cars is white.
Yeah,
you know?
fly guy white. That's what I call it.
Yeah,
The fly guy white.
White gives it a pop.
Yes,
That's what
sir.
it is,
Yes,
you know?
sir.
So
Absolutely.
I love the white. You know.
And before we got here, Vaughn, I was thinking to myself, because I know you had a lot of cars, sports cars, luxury cars. Why this one?
Well, every time I buy a car, I try to make it my personality. I try to make it what fits me. And so anytime you see any of my cars, you know that it's me.
Yeah.
You know? So over the years, I always had custom cars, you know, a one of one.
Yeah.
For the most part. But with this car, now I'm in my 40s. So it's not so much about custom cars. It's more so a grownish car. You know, all the cars that I ever had, it was always, man, that's a real nice car. You know, it's hot, it's different. But this is a different breed. This is a different animal. When you see anybody in this car, the more you say, what business do they own?
Absolutely.
That's the first thing you think of.
Absolutely.
You know, when you think of this, you think of success.
Absolutely.
And not for nothing, man, I work hard. you know, so I play hard.
Absolutely, and why not? I remember the first time when you called me, you picked it up. You was like, "This just fits my personality."
It does. Before I bought this, I was about to buy a Benz, and I was like, been there, done that already. So I said, let me try something different.
Yeah, and I definitely know this is definitely it's sharp, it's strong. I know how you feel about white cars.
It's fast.
And it's super fast.
It's fast. I'm a summertime guy, so I like white cars. White cars is just it gives it a pop.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. This is a 3.0 V6, inline V6 from Maserati. Everybody knows Maserati has one of the greatest reputations of class and greatest reputations of speed. It's giving you both worlds. That's what I like about this particular vehicle. You know, it just gives you both. If you want to cruise, you can cruise. But when you want to get on somebody's ass, it gets on their ass.
By far, this is the fastest car I ever had. I had BMWs, Benzes and stuff like that. Being in New York City, it's hard to drive fast. I'm not a fast driver anyway. I'm more stylish. I like the looks and all that stuff. But, by far, it's definitely the fastest car I ever had.
All right, we're going to hold for sound one more time. If y'all want to know where we at, y'all got to understand something. The airport is not far from here. LaGuardia is right over there where that plane is going. So LaGuardia Airport is right over there, and Queens is on the other side of that water. So that's why the planes keep coming by. But we're going to check it out inside, and then we're going to come back outside, and we're going to go over the engine. We're going to go over the inside, and we're going to stick with us. Cars, golf, and cigars. All right, we back here with my man Big Vaughn. All right, we here in his 2017 Maserati Ghilbi. And my main thing is I wanted to find out, because a lot of people want to know who don't have this car, who want one of these. How long have you had it so far?
Maybe about 3 months.
So about 3 months, experience-wise, how do you feel about it? I mean, like, your experience with the vehicle so far, driving-wise, performance-wise, reliable-wise, but even though you haven't had it that long, but just how do you feel about this car per se as an owner of it so far?
I love it. I love the car. Everybody asks me that question too. How I feel about it. I love it. It's very reliable. But also too, like, this is not an everyday car, and that's what people got to understand. It's not an everyday car, so I don't drive it every day. This is definitely a weekend car, because the more you put wear and tear on it, the more expensive it's going to cost to fix this.
Man, absolutely.
So more so when I get out of work, I might take it out, go to the gym or whatever, but more so it's a weekend car, not an everyday car. So
absolutely.
Make sure you have another car, so you can do the wear and tear on that car.
Yeah, because this car right here, people may not understand. This is not mechanic friendly. You have to really deal with people at Maserati or people who actually have foreign car experience. Now this car is completely stocked from the dealer, so you can see even the Maserati brake pads, the rotors, the calipers. This is not inexpensive stuff here.
No, not at all.
Nah, man, just to get these calipers done, you talking about $400 or $500 a caliper easily. Just for tires, you talking $400 of rubber. Because this is a sports car in a 4-door performance setting.
Yeah.
So you got to understand that this is not that kind of vehicle that you want to just burn up on the road every day if you don't have to.
It's an expensive toy, so be prepared to have some money.
Yeah, you got to pay.
Yeah, you just can't buy the car and expect it to be Honda Accord prices.
Nah,
I spend about $80. I spend about $100 every time I fill up.
Easily.
New York gas prices, just so people know.
And also because, it's a big V8 inline, and she only going to take 93 octane. You can't put 87 in here.
Hell no.
You can't even do 91 unless you really, really, really don't have it. But this is a 93 octane kind of vehicle.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spend that $4 and some change.
For real.
You're gonna spend it, man. You know what I mean? I see the car got cameras in the front, cameras in the back, sensors everywhere.
Yeah, it's I think it's 6 feet. The sensors are very sensitive. So man, you come extra close to me, you know, like it's beeping like crazy, you know. So that's one thing I like about, especially driving in New York City. You know, everybody's right next to each other. So I like the
everybody's
sensors.
right next to each other.
Yeah, I love the sensors.
You know what I mean? Which is good. So that's for other people to understand, safety-wise, though. How do you feel so far driving this vehicle?
I feel like the vehicle is safe. I feel like I'm safe. I feel like these other people in New York City ain't safe. Just be honest with you. You know, so sometimes I feel like I have to be a more defensive driver driving out here in the city. Because of how everybody else drive, and then you got all these delivery people on these little bicycles, and man, you know, it sucks because if they hit your car, they can't afford to pay for it.
Absolutely.
So you know, sometimes I feel sometimes I'm a very defensive driver, but there's sometimes I open up though. You know, if I get that space, I'm gone.
Hey.
You know. Yeah.
Hey, absolutely, man. And you know what? I also appreciate your support, and I appreciate you rocking that Mogul, not the Mogul golf hat, people. The Cars, Golf, and Cigar hat. The merchandise is still around. All right. More merchandise will be coming through this summer, 2021, 2022. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man, because nobody got to support nobody. So anytime somebody supports you, tell them you appreciate them. Be honest with them, because it's very, very, very humbling, man, when you see somebody actually cares about your brand. So I appreciate you, man. Everybody, stick with us. Right here, Cars, Golf, and Cigars.